guys, today I am filming part 2 of my 4th update in my chopping block Will I Declutter series. So in the first part, which I'll have linked up in the cards, I basically give you my thoughts on the specific chopping block makeup products I tested over these past 2 months, and I let you know about the products I returned, the things I had to throw out because they went bad, and then I also reviewed the polish I was testing. So that's all in part 1. So part 2 is where I'm going to go over all of the other products I chose to declutter for my collection, and part 1 I already know was going to be really long, so I knew I had to split these up because I have this entire bag, which is a pretty big makeup bag, full of products that I am decluttering for my collection, and I wanted to go through and give you at least a little bit of detail about why I was decluttering these things, which is why I chose to split this update into 2 parts. I still think they're both going to be pretty long, so as I said, I will have my whole series linked up in the cards as well as part 1. So the reason I chose to declutter this many products is I like to declutter in general, but really it's because I was sitting down and calculating all the products for my 6-month makeup inventory, which I will have linked to the cards. I just posted that video a couple videos back, and my numbers are still out of control. Like, those numbers are after I decluttered, but seeing how much stuff I had really freaked me out, and my numbers especially freaked me out. So I went through and decluttered a bunch of products, and I feel really good about everything I'm getting rid of. And what makes me feel even better about decluttering these products is because for almost everything here, I've already found someone to give them to, which makes me feel really good. So I am just going to pull things out of your grab bag style. I'm not going to separate them into product categories, so hopefully you guys are okay with this. And I know it's more fun to watch people like pull the products out of their collection and declutter them, but hopefully you guys will be okay with this as well. So let's just dive right in. The first couple products here I am actually going to be putting into my giveaway. So I think it was last month, Ulta had a freebie of the Becca Skin Love Brighten and Blur Primer, and I got a ton of them. I have one that it is in my current fall project pan, and I've been using it and it's just okay to me, but I don't love it enough that I want to hoard all these samples. So I actually have 4 of these I'm decluttering, 1 to my friend Ami, 1 to my friend Jean, and then 2 that are going to be going into my giveaway. The same with these Becca powders. I've just gotten so many of these and little like Ulta freebies, and this is a little mini of the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. Again, I'm using a little mini of this currently in my fall project pan, and it's just okay for me, so I don't want to hoard all these little minis. So 1 is going to Ami, 1 is going to Jean, and then 2 of them will be going into my Christmas giveaway. So I am excited that I've got some good things to give away to you guys, and hopefully will be fun to try out. And then I cannot remember who is getting what product here, but luckily I did separate everything out and take a picture. That way I know which product is going to which friend, because I was starting to get confused because this has been over several weeks that I've been decluttering these products. So again, we're just gonna pull them out of here. This first thing I know I'm sending to Courtney K. This is the Tarte Found Sealer in the shade 13 Fair Neutral. Courtney and I do have a very similar skin tone. Again, this is something that I am panning in my current fall project pan, but I did have a second little mini of it, and it looks beautiful on the skin. It does give really great medium coverage. It has a really nice natural glowy look to the skin, but I am way too oily for this, and it really breaks down my skin throughout the day. But Courtney does have dry skin, so I think that she will really enjoy this. I would recommend this for dry skin though, because it looked so good, but my oily skin just ate it up. So this is a brand new one that I will be giving to Courtney. Next I have this Pacifica Cherry Matte Mattifying Primer, and I feel bad because Jean had gifted this to me. I always feel bad when I declutter something that was decluttered to me, but I always find a friend that is going to use it and love it, so I'm happy I can give it to someone that will use it. I was really excited to try this out because it is a mattifying primer, and I haven't tried much from Pacifica. However, I cannot get past the cherry scent. It is very strong and is like that like cherry cough medicine kind of scent, so I will be passing that one on to a friend. Then I have some eyeliners that I will be decluttering. I've been wearing eyeliner a lot more on my lower lash line recently, which has been awesome. I'm actually using a powder shadow today, but I have a lot of eyeliners and I definitely don't need them all. So the first one I am decluttering is the Sleek Life-Proof 12-Hour Wear Metallic Eyeliner in the shade Break-In Inner, which is this really pretty metallic purple. And then I've got these 3 Pixie liners. This is the Eye Bright liner, which is just a matte, like light, creamy nude color to help brighten the eye. I just don't use it very much. And then I have the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pens in the shade Matte Mulberry, which is like a reddish brown. And then the shade Rose Glow, which is actually kind of taupey. These are very pretty. They're very smooth. It's a good formula. I just don't use them a ton, and I don't use these kind of shades a ton either. So I will be passing all of these on to a friend. Then I have 4 ColourPop Super Shock Shadows I'm going to be getting rid of. And this first one is in the shade Blaze. It's metallic finish. It's a beautiful golden bronze. I just don't use bronze eyeshadows. I've had this for a while. I've contemplated panning it, but I just don't love it. And this one is really dried out. So the reason I didn't feature it in my chopping block part number 1 with my trash products is because this is something that I could use up if I wanted to, because when I have my Super Shocks that dry out, I just apply them with a sponge tip applicator. So I could still make it work, but this is too dried out for me to want to give it to somebody else. So I will be tossing that one. So I mean, I could have mentioned it part 1, but it's fine. It's fine. And then I think I might end up throwing out this one because this one is very old. This is a metallic finish. This is Lectra. It's a really pretty purpley cranberry color. This was part of some collab, but was someone I've never heard of before, and I didn't get as much use out of it as I would have liked to. I do have actually very similar shades. My favorite cranberry type ColourPop Super Shock would definitely be Drift. I think that one is the most beautiful. So I do have a lot of colors that are similar, so I didn't need that one. And then another thing that's kind of similar I'm getting rid of is the shade Babykins. It is an ultra glitter finish, and the base is just really dark for me. The glitter is light and bright and pretty, but the base is too dark, and I don't love that. So I'm going to be passing this one on. Then I have the shade Stargirl, which is another ultra glitter. I wore this the other day and I didn't love the color of it on me. It was very intense. It is really glittery. I just didn't love the shade, so I will be passing that one on. So I think I'm going to throw out these 2 and then pass along these 2. Then I have another primer. This is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer. So you're supposed to shake this before you use it, but it's just kind of hard to shake because it is this sample size, but it came out very runny, so it definitely does need to be shaken up. The consistency is weird. It kind of balled up on my skin. It didn't mesh well with my moisturizer, so I am going to pass this on to my friend Ami. Then I have this highlighter that my friend Amanda sent me. This is from Kiko in the shade Sparkling Holiday. This is so beautiful. I wanted this to work for me so bad, and it's just a little bit too dark for me, which I knew, but like, it's not just a gold, it's like a peachy gold. It's really pretty, and I really wanted it to work, but I am going to be sending this to Ami, who probably would have asked Amanda for this if I didn't snag it first. So hopefully, again, I always feel terrible decluttering something that was given to me, especially because with my friends, they ask me if I want something and I say yes or no. So if I said yes and then I declutter it, I feel bad. So hopefully Jean, Amanda, Ami, you guys are not going to be upset with me for decluttering it, but I'm giving it to one of our other friends that will love it very much. So again, this is going to be going to Ami, and it will show up on her skin tone and look very nice. For me, it's just too dark. Then I am decluttering this Becca Ultimate Lipstick Love in the shade Souffle, and this is just too dark for me. It's a really nice formula. It's a pretty color. I've looked at the shade selection and they have a lot of shades, but none of them that I actually like or would gravitate towards, so I won't be trying or buying any of these, but it's a pretty color. It's just not for me, although the packaging is super luxe. I enjoy that, but color is not for me. Then I have this Clarins Water Lip Stain in the shade number 3, Red Water. This is a cool product. I just don't get the most use out of stains, so I will be passing that on. And then I have this mini of the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I've tried another mini of this in the past, and I just didn't love it. I don't like the brush. It's like a plastic bristle brush, but it's shaped kind of funny and it can goop on a lot of products. I much prefer the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, so I'm going to be passing this one on to a friend. Then I have the Catrice Waterproof Gel Liner in the shade 010 Black Jack with Jack Black, which is a cute name. Catrice always does really cute names. So this is brand new. I've never used it. I got this in a little Ulta freebie bag, and I'm going to be giving this to my friend Amanda. Amanda's like, oh, I don't know if I'll use it. And I was like, well, I definitely am not going to use it. So I basically made her take this from me because Amanda is so nice, and Jean and Ami, they're all so sweet and send me so many great products. Then I've got two of the ColourPop Supernova Liquid Shadows. I just didn't get the best use out of these. And this color Lucky Penny is really beautiful and like multi-dimensional, but it's just very sheer and just seemed a little chunky. Lauren My Beauty really loved it, which is what encouraged me to buy it, but I just didn't like it myself. Then I have the shade Dragon, which is a really pretty like coppery bronze color. And this one is a lot more full coverage, but I just wasn't getting the proper use out of it, so I want to pass it on while these are still good. And in general, I'm not buying very many liquid eyeshadows, and some of mine have dried out, which is sad just because I don't get the most use out of them. I realize that now, and it's something I'm not actively buying, so I want to pass them on while they're still good. Then I have the Smith & Co. Black Drop Mattifying Face Primer. I did have a little foil sample of this and I tried it and I thought it was okay, but I have a lot of primers I need to get through in my collection and I'm not really dying to try this one, so I will pass this on to a friend. Then I have something that I had wanted to give away several months back. This is the Buxom Power Plump Tinted Lip Balm in the shade Fiery. I know Emily Noel loves these, and the formula is really nice. It's a really beautiful red shade, but it's such like a creamy, comfortable formula. I forget that it's really tinted, and then it gets a little messy because I'm moving my lips all around, but it's a nice formula. I would be interested in trying out a different color, but like for it to be a red, and also because it's so huge, you have to be really careful when applying it because it does have pigment to it. So I wish it was a little smaller. I wish it was a different color because the formula itself is actually really nice. Oh heavens. Then I have something else that I had won in that giveaway. This is a Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Obsessed. This is a really beautiful matte orangey red. I'm going to be giving this to my friend Amanda. She loves oranges, orangey reds, and I think it will be cool to try out something in Pat McGrath. Then I have this Urban Decay Vice lipstick in a Comfort Matte Finish in the shade Bad Blood. The color of this is a stunning, deep, vampy red. However, I don't wear reds, and you'll see I have a lot of red lip products in here that I've gotten for free mostly, but I'm making myself get rid of almost all of them because I never ever wear red, like maybe at the holidays, but like probably not. So my friend Jean loves red, so I am giving this one to her, as well as several of these other red lip products. Next I have this little mini of the Tarte Sex Kitten pencil liner. I just have a ton of black liners that I never use, and this was just the easiest one for me to let go of. Then I have this mini YSL, oh wow, it's so tiny, Tatouage Couture. Oh wow, it's on the side in much bigger font. Tatouage Couture Matte Stain in the color number 1, which is a red shade. Again, I would love to try some in YSL, but I just know I'm not gonna wear a red lip. Then I have the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip in the shade Nutritious, which I think I got in a little Ulta freebie bag. The color is just a little bit too dark for me. And then I also have this little mini of the Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick, which I tried and just didn't do much for me, so I'm gonna pass that one on as well. Next I have one of the Milani Baked Blushes in the shade Rosa Romantica, which I really wanted to like, and I was hoping this would be something similar to MAC Warm Soul, which is a very light nude blush, but it does show up really nicely on me. This one is a little bit too light, so I'm actually giving this to Ami, and I'm hoping this will be a nice blush topper for her, or a subtle highlight, because she does have a bit more warmth to her skin. She's more tan than I am. Then I really wanted to like these products. One of them was from Amanda, one of them was from Jean. I really wanted to like them, but I just couldn't get down with it. So this was the Too Faced Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo in the shade Strobe Berry. and I do really like the lighter color. The darker color is a little too intense, too pink for me, and they're just so glittery that I couldn't get on with them. Like, I didn't love the way they looked in the skin. I didn't like the way they apply it, and I really hate this strawberry scent, so that's sad, but I am getting rid of that one. And then I have the Pineapple Paradise Strobing Bronzer in Pineapple Sun. This is super cute, and I'm giving them both actually to my friend Ami, and I think they'll look so much better on her skin tone. This bronzer is a little dark for me, and the highlight is very beautiful, but it is golden, so it's too dark for me as well, but I think will look really nice on my friend Ami. Next, I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer in the shade Park Avenue Princess. This is not a bad bronzer by any means. I just have others in my collection that I do prefer, so I'm going to be giving this to my friend Jean. And I'm also going to be giving away the Pixie Glow Cake in the shade Gilded Bare Glow. I tried using this for like a highlight, blush, and bronzer, and it was just very subtle. It was just okay for me, so I will pass it on. Next, I am going to be giving to my friend Jean this Lorac Q the Confetti Highlighter and Blush Palette. My friend Amanda did just give this to me recently, and the main reason I wanted it is for the missing blush, which is Technicolor. That is a blush I've always wanted, so I did depot that and put it into my little cheek palette, which was so easy to depot. By the way, I just wedged something under there and pulled it right out, which was awesome. I was really nervous about breaking it. So then the other products we have in here is this Highlight and Spotlight, Blush and Tinge, and Blush and Vivid. So I'm going to be giving those to Jean. She loves these Lorac cheek products and didn't have any of these shades. And then the last thing I'm getting rid of, which is going to be the hardest one for me, this is the NARS Gabardine palette. I was gifted this from Lauren May Beauty, and it's something that I had always wanted. It's so beautiful, but I just wasn't using it enough. So I don't remember what the pink blush is, but I ain't gonna wear that one. Then you've got Deep Throat, Orgasm, Goulet, Hungry Heart Highlight, and then Laguna Bronzer. I do have this size of a Laguna in a little mini I got from a Sephora Play, and then I did just recently order the Goulet blush off of eBay in the little mini size, because those are the two products I actually liked and used from this palette. So I would rather pass this whole palette on to a friend who will use the whole thing and just have those two individual products. I just don't wear that pink. That highlight is just too subtle for me, and I have so many dupes for Deep Throat and Orgasm, so I know how badly I wanted this, and I'm just sad that I'm passing it on, but it's going to a good home. So guys, those are all the products I'm getting rid of, which is quite a few, and I'm not even only getting rid of just this. These are just the random products. So again, if you have not seen part one, please check it out in the cards up above, because I am getting rid of a ton more products that I had picked out for my Chopping Block series. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I would love to know if you guys have decluttered any products recently. What did you let go of? And how do you feel about decluttering in general? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I think I already said that. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.